Well, good morning, everybody. We love elevators. We use them all the time. But these simple water elevators, as useful as they are, they lack, let's say, a little bit of style. So here is my realistic working elevator. You click the note block to bring the elevator down, and you wait. You can hear it coming. And then the doors open, and here comes the elevator. Yes, OSHA may frown on those doors opening a little fast. Now, to go up, we walk into the elevator, click the upside note block, and here we go. And then the doors open, and we come up to our second level up here. So here we are on a stripped down version of the elevator. This is the floor level, and this is what will all be underground. And this can go as high as you like right here, as long as you just put stacks of observers. I know it's kind of expensive, but you know, a little bit of time in the Nether, you can get a good stack or two of Nether quartz, and the rest is just cobblestone and redstone. Here we go. We can see the elevator working its way down. It is just a simple flying machine. All right, guys, let's start building this thing. Here's a list of all the supplies you're going to need. The observers are going to vary depending on how high you go. But the footprint for this elevator is a 6x6. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you go down 6 blocks. Once you have your whole dug, you're going to drop down in the middle. And in the exact center, you're going to put 4 light source blocks. I'm using glowstone. You could use sea lanterns or anything like that. If you don't light up your elevator shaft, you'll have creepers and zombies and skeletons spawning in there, and you don't want that. So this will be the entrance right along here. So back here, we're going to put down 1 redstone block and 2 slime blocks right there. Then we're going to put 2 more temporary blocks right there and an observer on there so you can see the face right here. Now on top of here, we're going to want to put a piston going up and then a piston going down on the other side. But we're going to put 2 slime blocks on top so you can easily place down your piston going straight down. Heading back up to the top, we're going to put down 4 more slime blocks. And then right along here, you're going to want to put down 2 more temporary blocks and another observer facing in. And there you go, your flying machine is done. Now we're going to put 4 blocks on top. This is the floor of your elevator, so it can be any block you like. And we're going to use purple because no particular reason. Once you have your elevator floor down, we're going to put some blocks that are not moved by sticky pistons. And this can be terracotta, it can be furnaces, or obsidian, or anything like that. And we're just going to encase it completely in that. Now, if you look over here on this display, we have furnaces going all the way around this lower section. It's not really needed, but I just like it for the industrial look. Now we're going to come to our area where we're going to have the door, and we're going to put down our little walkway. Okay, back here, we're going to add a few temporary blocks and a piece of obsidian to catch our flying machine when we are building it, because it will go up and down while we're building it. And then we're going to hop down here. We're going to use 3 of our redstone building blocks. I like to use polished granite, so if I ever see it in my build, I know that that has redstone on it. And we're going to put 2 more right here, so we have a nice L form. We grab our redstone dust and place it along here, and there goes our flying machine. And you can see it stopped on the obsidian right here. To make it go back down, we just put a piece of obsidian there, and it'll go right back down. Okay, now that we've tested our flying machine, we're going to add 2 temporary blocks right here and 2 note blocks on either side. These will control our elevator up and down. So we have a observer looking at that note block, so if it is pressed, it will send a signal down and send our flying machine back up. All right, now we're going to move to this side. We're going to put 2 more of our redstone blocks with redstone dust on top of those. And we're going to shift place an observer looking at that note block right there. We'll come up here. If we push that, we see we get a pulse there. Now what we want to do is we want to work on the top section. So we're going to come along here and just put down observer looking straight at that piece of redstone there. And then we're going to bring this up as high as we want to go. Now remember, wherever you stop with this observer, the actual floor for your elevator will be 4 blocks higher than it is. Now, once you've determined your proper height, you're going to come out here and put 3 of our redstone building blocks right here. We're going to come back to this observer, put down a piece of redstone dust, and 2 repeaters on 4 ticks. We're going to put another piece of redstone dust here. This next block will be whatever you're going to use for your elevator shaft. I'm going to use crying obsidian because it's purple and cool. So after we put down our 1 step up, we're going to put down a piece of redstone dust on top of that. Once you put your redstone dust there, we're going to come back to this observer and put down 3 of our redstone building blocks, and then jump up 1, and then up again. Okay, we're going to come back down here. We're going to put 2 pieces of redstone to power this block. Then we're going to put a torch there, a piece of redstone dust behind it, and then a redstone building block on top of this torch, which will make a redstone burnout clock. We're going to hop back down here and we're going to put our torch right here. It'll burn out 1 more time, but then it'll stay lit. Now we're going to need 2 more temporary blocks again, 1 there and 1 on the outside. We can break this one and we can place down our piston, our sticky piston, actually. And then we got to put down a block that will stick to a slime block. So this will actually stop our flying machine from flying because the push limit of a piston is 12 and this whole flying machine is 12 blocks, but when it sticks to this block right here, it exceeds its push limit and it will stop in its tracks. So let's give it a shot. Fly down, break our temporary block, and we're going to send it up. It goes and stops. All right, so now that our flying machine is up here, we can add our furnaces again if you want to continue the same industrial look as below. All right, now that all of our furnaces in, let's add a little bit of a walking path right here and put down our 2 temporary blocks just like we did below with our 2 note blocks. And we can get rid of those now. So now we're going to have to connect this note block to this redstone line right here. So we're going to shift underneath, put 2 of those, come around here, there, and then shift and put it underneath there. So now you click that, it will send it down. All right, now that we've completed our down button, let's work on the up button. So we're going to come to this note block right here and shift and place an observer looking down. Well, actually 2 of them, and then 1 observer facing this way. And then underneath this one, we just need to bring all the observers going straight down. And it should meet up with this redstone dust right here. Let's fly all the way up and test this out. And here comes the flying machine. Perfect. Our elevator is pretty much done. So now we have to work on the doors. So let's bring our flying machine down. Okay, now that the flying machine is down, let's fill in these 2 blocks right here, just so we can place down our 2 sticky pistons on top of them. Now come around to the side here and place down a block on each side and then put 2 blocks below it, just like this. We're going to bring this down 1 block, come over here and do the same here, and then drop it down 1 more spot. So it sits like this. Now we're going to take a redstone repeater going into each of these blocks with redstone dust on top of each one. Going all the way down, skipping this one, and filling in the rest here. So your redstone for the door should look like this. Now we're going to put in the first 2 blocks of our elevator shaft. These, of course, will be not affected by a slime block. Now we're going to have to put a redstone block right above there with a sticky piston facing down. And hop up and put 2 temporary blocks here with an observer looking at those temporary blocks. Now remove your 2 temporary blocks and then place down your redstone dust on top of both of these. And the doors should be open, which they are. So we're going to use our whatever block we want for our doors, and there you go. So if we test it, our flying machine goes up and the doors close. Now that delay is on purpose because if not, these doors will stick to the flying machine and it will break everything. Now moving on up to this top side, we're going to build pretty much the same exact thing. We're going to put our 2 blocks right here and build our door almost the same exact way. 2 sticky pistons, 2 sticky pistons, a solid block into both of these with our redstone building blocks right here. Beep, beep. But this one is slightly different because we're just, instead of dropping it down, we're just going to come all the way across here. And again, we're going to put our repeaters going in with redstone on top. And this time we're going to put redstone all the way around because we have to fly down underneath here and make ourselves a torch tower that goes to this redstone block right here. Okay, once you build your torch tower with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 torches, don't forget this torch. I always forget this torch. You're going to want to come in and place your non-movable block with a piece of redstone on it. And that should open up your doors up here, which it does. So we're going to put down our door blocks there and give it an old test. As it goes down, the doors close. And there you go. You can just fill in all your non-movable blocks all the way around. After you filled in all of your non-movable blocks, back here you'll have a slight gap. Fill it in this way with a little bit of whatever your block is, and it will block it off pretty well. Now, to block off this hole up here, you can either use glass, because it will not break the redstone signal, or you could use a stair, because it won't break the redstone signal. But if you use a full block, it will break the redstone signal. See, it chops it right there. Let's leave a black stair right there, and see how it looks as you're going down. See, it doesn't look half bad at all. I missed a spot. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, give it a like. And if you really liked it, consider clicking subscribe. And I'll catch you guys later.